office when she was hosting them. Uhuru is a disgrace to the women of Kenya, a disgrace. And I can give you many people who have worked with Uhuru. I know she worked in the, I don't know, the UN, I don't know where, but that's not the issue where you worked. Uhuru is looking like, when he became president, he brought, this guy was in Barclays Bank of Kenya. This guy used to work, I don't know where. But where is Mwangi of Equity Bank? I mean, if you think that you are getting a secretary because they were the head of Barclays or the head of UN, but we should remember our homegrown giants. James Mwangi came with a small concept of Equity Bank.
Yeah.
And today he's the biggest bank in East Africa.
Okay, so tell me something, Tony. If you're the president right now, would you dissolve the entire cabinet? Would you get rid of everybody? Not just that one person, because already 5 have been suspended. Remember, 5 cabinet ministers have been suspended since February, 9 months.
Do you want my answer?
I want your answer. What would you do?
I would leave Ruto. He only has 12% of the vote, so he claims on the table.
But he's not in the cabinet. I'm asking about the cabinet.
I'm not going to answer questions the way you want. It's time for Uhuru to break rank with William Ruto.
Why? Why, Tony? What is your problem with the deputy president?
He's the one who is saving Uhuru, not Uhuru.
How so? I mean,
I know. I'm in the kitchen.
What theory is that, Tony?
Okay. I return my papers. I've told you, Uhuru is being blackmailed by William Ruto.
Yeah, but if someone was to suggest, Mr. President, dissolve the entire cabinet, bring fresh people, would that bring the goodwill back?
Mr. President, get rid of William Ruto.
You're sticking to that story, Tony.
Jeff Koinange, the country is bigger than any person. The problem that we are having right now is that even the people who pray, I remember watching this man, the leader of the government business in Parliament, Duale. He was kneeling and I asked, do Muslims kneel in prayer?
Yes.
And I was told no, sometimes.
No, they do all the time.
No, I'm asking the question. Because the prayer leader William Ruto is Duale, who is a Muslim. So we should have started in the mosque if we are praying. But if we are telling the country that if this happens, we are going to leave Uhuru, and if we leave Uhuru, this will happen, so say so. And Koinange, because they are not brave people who can come to the bench to say. So let me say.
Yeah, but you're just extrapolating. You're just saying things,
So ask me questions.
I'm asking you, would you dissolve the cabinet? And you said you're not going to answer the way I want.
The party bill signed, the Jubilee Coalition bill signed by William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta gives them joint power to appoint cabinet and executive.
Correct. But you can dissolve them and reappoint new people, Tony.
If Ruto would agree.
They probably would.
Would Ruto agree?
He's not here to answer that question. I'm just asking you as an analyst.
When he's here, or what I'm saying is this: we are in a constitutional crisis because we went to an election that Moi said we shouldn't, and nobody listened. We formed a constitutional arrangement where you elect the president and the deputy, and when they are elected, they govern together. Now, at that time, honorable Kenyans, and particularly the people of the Rift Valley, I have nothing against anyone in the Rift Valley. But when we got elected, they were both accused persons before the International Criminal Court. People asked then what would happen if one was let go and the other was not let go. So what has happened now is that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's case has concluded to the best sight of my eye at the ICC. Ruto and his supporters are before the International Criminal Court. So that has raised eyebrows and temperatures.
Yeah, but that
including Raila Odinga commenting and saying he was ready to be a witness. Even Oburu. Everybody now all of a sudden wants to play on the ICC.
Yeah, but you know what?
I'm not saying there's a problem in Jubilee. I'm saying everybody is talking about the ICC. It's a game changer. Because there are those who are saying with crocodile tears, waiting for Ruto to fall to make a move on Uhuru. And I'm telling the people of Rift Valley today, if your best son isn't there, afadhali Gideon Moi, kama baada ya kwenda kutafuta Raila, kama kuna shida tuendelee na Gideon. Wewe ukimaliza kesi tuendelee. Lakini
what makes you think Gideon would make an equally good deputy president?
Then bring Isaac Ruto. You went to him in Bomet. the governor. That's okay. Give me any challenge. I have no problem. The point is, the marriage of the Jubilee Alliance will not end because we are not sitting at the ICC. The lawyer of William Ruto is a man called Moses Kuria and Waitito. I want them here, and I told them to stop their prayers. That time he warned me again here not to talk. I've never had Kuria talk again. I said he's an idiot. Have you ever had him again?
Speaking of possible vice presidents, you think Raila would ever agree to be number 2 to Uhuru? The same way Jaramogi was to Kenyatta?
For Kenya's sake? For Kenya's sake? Yes.
You would agree?
Let me say this.
Come on, Tony, that's inconceivable.
I don't know. I'm not going for Raila today. And the reason is this. He is competing under what the Constitution allowed him to do. The official opposition is a function of the government of Kenya.
Yeah, but he's not in government right now.
But he's opposing the government. That's his job. He's meant to make sure you and me discuss the problems in the government. And he's not Aladwa, I don't think. I've not heard him speak like Mudhama. So I'm not going to talk Raila up. But what I will say is this. If we don't fix the problem in Rift Valley, then Raila already is the man that Uhuru must look at.
Yeah.
I'm only saying this. You think Uhuru will lose the presidency because Ruto blackmails him?
No, but the thing is, let me tell you this.
Tony Gachoka is alive.
But the comedy of errors in Jubilee right now.
You just gonna Bombo and say, Bombo imeisha.
No, but you see,
the
comedy of errors in Jubilee are making Raila.
So I agree. I'm
look
saying,
good.
No, I agree. So my point is, if the presidency is under threat, let's call Raila. See,
maybe he doesn't want to be number 2. Now you can see he'll be number 1.
When is my next show with you? Maybe I would have had tea with him.
Maybe you'll be in jail.
I don't know, because the way it is written here, and I didn't write it, it is about being polemical. Polemical is an English word. It talks about relating to, involving, strongly critical, controversial, and people who are disputous in their writing, polemical. Then there is expository, intended to explain or describe, formally expository prose. And then there is apologetical, regretting, acknowledging, or excusing an offense or failure. So polemical, expository, or apologetical.
Which one are you?
I'm all three. If I'm polemical, expository, or apologetical, I am, because I believe when you're a king and you're Uhuru Kenyatta and you are seated at State House, you cannot be limited by your deputy. You must be limited by values and ethics on social democracy, on issues that make people have a better life, that you make sure that our teachers are safe. You make sure that the people who elected you at 3 in the morning can get home and they are safe. You make sure that the shilling is the shilling that Jomo Kenyatta left and Mwai Kibaki gave to you. That as Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, you take seriously the oath of office. That this office is given to you as a delegated authority by the people of Kenya who love and respect you.
But where does the buck stop, Tony? That's what I want to know. Where does the buck stop?
With the president. And I am agreeing, and that's why I'm here to say, and that's why the president is standing here with me, and I'm standing there with him. This president, from what I'm seeing now, is a president under siege. Ruto, and I'm saying...
Hold that thought, Tony. Under siege.
William
under siege.
Yeah.
What's the next step? Where do we go from here?
Goodbye, William Ruto. Says Central Kenya. And Tony Gachoka said it first.
Tony, that's very unfair. That's very unfair.
No, but he can come here with these people. You have Mukomen, you bring them. Me, I speak for myself. I'm not an MCA. I'm not a governor. I don't hold any brief.
Senator Mukomen is watching the show. He's not very happy.
I know. Even me, I'm not happy with him. So that we are together. I was not happy with Kuria. Kuria is now not talking. Mukomen, the dream is over. It's over now.
And so is this part of the show. We're going to take a break. Keep tweeting at Tony Gachoka, the shocker from Gachoka. When I said the shocker, I didn't mean this kind of shocker.
Jubilee is broken, Jeff. At the center.
At Koinange Jeff, the hashtag is Bring It On.
Take it from me. Bring it on. William Ruto. At the center.
Wait. Jeff Koinange Live takes a break. We'll be back in a moment. maybe you're going to jail, you know that.
Bring it on. Bring it on.